Hi guys, thanks for coming back for another video. Today we're looking at the Goosky E2 and we're going to be binding it to the Radio Master TX16S Mark III, and this is going to be running on ELRS. So let's jump into the transmitter and show you the settings. So we're going to make this very simple, guys. Grab your instructions, go all the way to the back page. You've got your settings here, so you can see TX16S Radio Master. We're using the Mark III TX16S here. Create a new model memory. I've named it here. I'll put it under my heli tab. Internal receiver set to crossfire because we're using the ELRS. Return, I've set a timer. You can do that as well if you want. Next page, next page. Ignore that. On the mixes, I'm going to go down here, show mixer options, and on here you can see it brings up all the mix in here. We can have a look. So, I want to follow the instructions. Channel 1, aileron. Aileron, this should tell it when I push the stick left, it should say minus 100. Minus 100, push the stick right, plus 100. Correct. Channel 2, elevator. Pull the stick down, says plus 100. Forward, minus 100. Now I have already reversed this in here. So you can go into here, if yours isn't right, it's going to be plus 100 or minus 100. And you can see that just there. So just adjust it how the manual says. Throttle, going to do exactly the same thing. If I go up, it will go to minus 100. If I go down, it will go to plus 100. As you can see, I had to reverse that one in here. Rudder, exactly the same. Left, minus 100. Yep, right, plus 100. That's working. Now we're going to go on to the GPS mode. Now I've set this on this switch here. So the same thing again. To add the switch, go onto your source, select what switch you want to use. For example, go onto it, and it will choose it. If I wanted it on that one, you see it moves. I want it on that one. That's it. Now you can see on here also, GPS mode plus 100. So at the moment, that all the way forward is GPS mode. Vision, which is 0. Attitude, minus 100. So that's all working correctly how I want it. Channel 6, pitch, exactly the same thing. Minus 100 for up, minus 100, down, plus 100. Now we also need to add a pitch curve into this. So down the bottom here, I've added it onto the throttle because the pitch is going to be onto the throttle. So you can go onto here, for example, elevator, you can see it moves to elevator. We want it on the throttle. Add throttle. Curve, you want to come down here to custom. Make sure you scroll down. We want CV1, not dash CV1, CV1. We'll come back to that. Channel 7, smart return to home. So this is your return to home. Switch, you need to select your switch. I've chosen this switch here. So return to home, plus 100. So this is my normal mode. I'm just flying around. I'm not returning to home, which is minus 100. If I get into trouble and I need to return to home, plus 100. That will tell the flight controller return to home. Lovely, that's working right. And then we've got our throttle hold. Same thing, set your switch. I've set it to this one here. When we're open, when we're full throttle, 100, correct, 100, lock, minus 100. So that is all correct. The only thing we've got left to do, next page, we need to add the pitch curve. So you'll see add that. Come onto here, I've just left it as a normal direct line, very simple. And because we've saved it under the CV1, I'll quickly show you how it comes up. You just click on there, edit, and you select CV1 because we chose CV1 in the previous menu. And that is it, that is your transmitter fully set up. I've added a timer on the front there on the widgets. So as you could see, setting up the transmitter was really simple. Just following the numbers that the instruction gives you, it works straight away. There's no messing around with that. Anyone should be able to do it. Now we need to get the radio to speak to the model. So you're going to have to get your ELRS receiver. On the manual, page 11, here is your flight controller. You can see your different ports. So DSMX Spectrum, Futaba and ELRS. We're using the ELRS, so I've plugged it into that port there. Now, we need to get it to talk to the radio. So, if you plug your battery in and out really fast 3 times, it puts this into bind mode. Go over to your radio. Go onto your ELRS Lure script. Here we are. Because your receiver will be in bind mode, All you need to do is scroll all the way down, click bind, and you will be bound. We'll skip to the video in the garden now and I'll show you it flying. So the setup's complete, we're in the garden, we've got the blades on, let's plug it in and get it flying. Let's pop the canopy off, just squeeze on the side there. All my switches are in the right place. Plug it in, let it set. Lovely. Put the canopy on. I'm going to switch over to the GoPro now and I'll show you it flying. I've had to switch radios just because the other one battery is getting low, so let's get flying. If we look at our throttle hold, we're currently in GPS mode. Sticks together. Raise the throttle up. Just above 50% and it will take off. There we are. Still not touched the cyclic. Give it a fly around. Feels really good in the GPS mode. Anyone should be able to fly this. Let's try the return to home. That like we're in trouble down the other end of the garden. It's over there. Flick the switch down. Still not touching anything. There we are, works absolutely perfectly. Start the motor again. I'll quickly show you the other modes. Still in GPS mode, take off. Solid green light means GPS. Flick it again, we're in vision mode. So if I go full throttle, it will stay at that height now. And that's it, you can fly around, do what you want to do at that height. Still, if I move the sticks, still in some form of GPS, shall I say, doesn't let you roll all the way over. Bring it closer so you can see that light. Back up, GPS again, solid green. Now if I go all the way down, blue light, now that's full manual mode. You can really get some speed on this. This model is absolutely amazing for what it can do. Go back into GPS. There we are. In flight like a real scale heli. Coming to land. All you do, you can do this without touching the cyclic. Down, hold it down and it will switch off. Throttle hold, not going nowhere.